Let's get more then on the breaking news that the date has been set for Ricky Hatton to take on Floyd Mayweather Jr. December the 8th at the Mandalay Bay Hotel in Las Vegas. I'm delighted to say that Ricky's trainer Billy Graham joins us now on the phone. Billy, thanks ever so much for joining us. When was this deal finally wrapped up?
I think it was finally wrapped up yesterday or today. I'm not certain, but I've known that they verbally agreed it maybe last week or something, but it's only been, pen's been put to paper now and that, so it's all finalised. So yeah, I've known for about a week that it's going to be happening, but now it's on now. You know what I mean?
I imagine the Hatton camp is pretty excited at this prospect. What's Ricky's reaction been to the deal being finalised?
Well, it's fantastic. I mean, it's a dream come true, isn't it? He's beat everybody who's been put in front of him. He won the he become recognised as the undisputed light welterweight champion of the world, which is what we set out to do. But even better than that, we took it off a legend in Costa Zoo. Now it gets even better because you've got a guy who's generally regarded as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. So it just doesn't get any better than that. Is
he going to have to, Ricky, return to welterweight division to take on Floyd Mayweather? Yeah. Is that part of the deal, that he'll fight at that weight?
Yeah, we've got a fight at 147. Look, Ricky Hatton is a 140-pound fighter, it's a light welterweight. But Floyd isn't that big a guy. Some of the welterweights are real big and that, you know what I mean? I know he's won the light middleweight title as well, but he's not really any bigger than Ricky. So, I'd rather fight, me personally, I'd rather fight him at 140, but 147, that'll do.
It hasn't always suited Ricky fighting at that kind of weight. What kind of things are you going to have to do this time round and make sure that when that date comes round, Ricky's in the best condition he can be, because he's going to have to be at his very peak to challenge Floyd Mayweather, isn't he?
Well, we've got more warning that we're moving up than we did last time. Last time when we got the Colazzo fight, it was real quick, you know what I mean? We was looking out for other opponents, and we had other opponents who pulled out and, various reasons, and then it was a quick decision to have to move up to the light welterweight, and Ricky made some mistakes when he carved up after the weigh-in and that, he was in great shape, but he carved up a little bit too long. He didn't take the advice of his nutritionist, Kerry Kays, and that, but we learned a massive lesson from that fight, so we'll do it differently this time, and it'll be much better.
I guess not too many people are surprised that you've managed to tempt Mayweather out of retirement. It almost seemed inevitable after Ricky's last fight that somehow he would come out of retirement, as boxers so often do. But as far as the challenge goes, just how big a challenge is this for Ricky? Because he's undefeated, 38 fights undefeated, and an incredibly quick fighter as well. How will Ricky combat that?
Look, what you've got here, look, I can't tell you that. I just can't tell you that in a phone call. It'd be impossible to tell you. And there's a lot of subtle things that we've got to do, you know what I mean? But if I was going to say now, Ricky, Floyd Mayweather's a great fighter, a fantastic fighter. He's blindingly fast. He can hit a lot harder than what people say he's a non-puncher. But that's at the elite level what he fights in. Trust me, Floyd Mayweather will be able to punch, so he's a great all-rounder. So, but we're up for the challenge. And as far as I'm concerned, Ricky's going to win.
I mean, it is going to be some challenge for Ricky. You mentioned the fight he had against Costa Zoo a couple of years ago. That then was called a career-defining fight. If he was to get a victory against Mayweather, where would that stand? Would that be the best ever for Ricky Hatton so far?
That would be the best ever. I've said for a long time that Ricky Hatton, as far as I'm concerned, is the best pound-for-pound fighter to come out of Great Britain ever. I think when he beats Floyd Mayweather, everybody will agree with me. What you got here, what makes this fight so special is you've got two undefeated fighters, and two fighters who are both at the peak of their career. It's very unusual you get that. Usually someone's on the slide a little bit, and somebody's coming up a little bit, but this time you've got two fighters right at the peak of their career fighting each other, both undefeated.
How does Ricky tend to respond when people start throwing the verbal spears at him? Because no doubt Mayweather will, he has done already. He said that Hatton simply wasn't in his class. Is that all food you use for Hatton when you're preparing him for the fight? Does he thrive on those kind of things?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it won't affect him in any way at all. It'll be just like water for duck's back. It generally will not bother Ricky or myself at all. I mean, the coaches are the same as well. They're disrespecting people all the time and stuff, but it means nothing to me. It means nothing to him. We're both confident. I think Ricky's the best fighter in the world. Ricky thinks he's the best fighter in the world. Now all we've got to do is prove it. But, it's going to be a fantastic fight. It's going to be the fight in boxing.
Where do you think
what it's all about?
Billy, where do you think the war of words before the fight is going to stand in comparison to other fights? Because you tend to think with Mayweather it's going to be pretty fruity.
Yeah, but I mean, so what? I mean, it means nothing to me. It means nothing to him. It's what happens in that ring. It won't faze Ricky Hatton. It won't faze me either. It means absolutely nothing. It doesn't even bear talking about. It's that unimportant, to be honest with you. It's just laughable. We'll just laugh at it.
Let's talk about the venue then. It's the third fight in a row for Ricky in Vegas. Is he beginning to feel like this is home from home for him?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's a huge star in Vegas. I mean, look, we've got the best fans in the world, without a shadow of a doubt. To travel all the way over there to support him, every town, every city we've ever fought in, everywhere, they treat us fantastic. So, you know, and the fans deserve this fight. No, Ricky will just feels at home in Vegas. No problem. Not a problem at all. It might as well just be the MEN, you know.
December the 8th. Seems a long way off at the moment, but it'll be here in a flash. When will serious training begin for this fight?
Well, I'm going away next week for 2 weeks, and then, well, it'll be a gradual, slow build up. He'll come in earlier than normal to start training on the weights earlier. We'll start preparing mentally and tactically right from as soon as we come back, and then you know, then obviously 3 months solid in the gym with a you know, for proper preparation. But we'll start things a little bit earlier, like he's training on the weights and that, maybe his diet a little bit, ticking over a little bit. We've got plenty of time, but just enough time, and it will fly by. But just can't wait.
And Billy, finally, it's going to be some evening. Looking forward to it already. If you've got any tickets going, will you give us a ring?
I don't get a ticket. But I think if you want tickets, I think you better start getting them now. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that as a no. Billy, it's a great fight in prospect. We appreciate you speaking to us this afternoon.
Okay.
Thanks ever so much.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Will be quite a contest, that one.